Are you planning a cruise and feeling overwhelmed with all the details? Well, look no further, because I am going to share with you my experience in using a Facebook group specific to my cruise that allowed me to connect with other travelers, share tips, and gather important information. I am about to embark on my 52nd cruise. But still, I am always learning new things and getting new tips to make the cruising experience more enjoyable. And of course, I want to share them with you. So this particular tip I only learned a year ago from some friends of mine who were traveling with us. And they suggested that I go to Facebook, put in the day of our cruise with the cruise line and the date it's departing, and there will probably be a group specific to that cruise. So now that I am getting ready for my Princess cruise, I looked it up, and sure enough, there is a group, and I joined it. This cruise is a special one. It's a Love Boat cruise, which means that on board will be the remaining cast of the original Love Boat series. So it's going to be very exciting. The group leader is an experienced cruiser who was on the other Love Boat cruise sponsored by Princess that they did 2 years ago. So he has some experience with that theme. Enchanted Princess has a capacity of 3,660 passengers. As of today, there are 745 members of the Facebook group I've just described. Now, that may not seem like very much, but it's more than enough for discussions to happen and advice to be given. And I can tell that there's a lot of experienced cruisers, in particular the leader of the board, who is very active. But there are also people who have never cruised before and are asking very basic questions, and people just jump in to help them out. I'm going to give you an example of the kinds of things that are discussed on this board. One of the most popular topics is the best way to get from the airport to Midtown Manhattan, where the hotels are located, and also how to get from the airport to the cruise port in Brooklyn. People want to know the cheapest way. They want to know if they can take public transportation. Can they use Lyft, Uber? Is there a car service? And someone recommended a very good car service, and other people verified that it is good. And things like that. Now, I bought a package from Princess, so that is all taken care of. But still, it's interesting to me to listen to these discussions, and I have learned some important information from it. I hope you are finding this video interesting, because I've designed it specifically for you, the mature, retired viewer. If you have, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and leaving a comment and clicking the like button. Princess Cruise Line uses medallions instead of key cards to do basically everything. And these medallions are mailed to us. If we have one of the Princess Plus deals, they're mailed at no charge. But otherwise, it costs $7, or you can pick them up at the terminal. So there was a lot of discussion about when is the medallion arriving. And I will say the people on this board are so excited about this Love Boat cruise that they are counting the minutes. And honestly, I don't blame them. Many people are at work and they just can't wait to start their vacation. Of course, those of us who are retired know that we're basically on vacation every day. But it's fun to see the joy and enthusiasm enthusiasm of the younger people who are waiting for their medallions to arrive and posted when they got it. Now, this was actually helpful to me because I was waiting for my medallion to arrive, and since no one else has had arrived yet, I knew that there wasn't going to be a problem. And yes, I have my medallion. They provide a lanyard that you can wear it on, but I had previously purchased a kind of like a watch band that you can insert the medallion in. I had bought it for a Princess cruise that I never took. We had canceled it for some reason. So I had wisely kept those. And I think it will be easier to wear the wristband rather than have it always around my neck. But we have either option. Another question that was discussed was what toiletries are available in the stateroom. And this is a very good question because every cruise line does it differently. Some have them in dispensers, some have little bottles, some have this, some have that. The passengers who have recently cruised then describe the exact products that are available. And then the question was, are they of good quality? For instance, the hair conditioner, and people responded as to whether they brought their own or used the ones in the cabin. Many people today, I noticed, have said that they're trying to travel only with one carry-on bag, which to me is unbelievable because when I cruise, I take a lot of evening wear, but they were told that it is possible that even on the so-called formal nights, and Princess still has formal nights, unlike most other cruise lines, they were told that, yes, they can get away with casual clothing in the dining room and in the evening. Now, you know I dance if you've watched my videos, so I like bringing some of my dance clothes for the evening. And I was thrilled to see that this ship is providing at least 45 minutes every evening of ballroom dance music. So I am going to be very happy. There have been suggestions as to what hotels to stay at near the cruise port, where to eat. Someone asked if anyone is interested in playing cards, Scrabble, or trivia, and those who are interested are able to form a group to do this. This cruise has had a lot of changes to the itinerary, and it has to do with too many cruise ships trying to get into a port, and basically they can't all get in. So there have been a number of cancellations and changes. The first thing that happened was that Newport, Rhode Island, was completely canceled and became a sea day. Then Rockland was canceled because it's just too busy, and Eastport, Maine was substituted. Well, some of these things I wasn't really aware of because I don't go to the Princess webpage and check, and I wasn't notified, so I found out through this Facebook group, which was very helpful. I hope that this tip will help you in planning your cruise. Have you had experiences using Facebook groups or other ways to prepare? Please share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.